Hello, America, welcome to my channel. Do all the YouTube stuff down below and let's get going. So we're going to do another live video today because I'm actually enjoying this live format. Hang on a second. I think I just need a little cleanup there. Just because it fits better into my lifestyle. I don't have time for editing. And when I'm doing stuff, I'm just doing it. So, you know, if you're watching my live stream later, great. If you're showing up now, even better. But today we need to do some organizing because my makeup collection is just getting a little out of control. And so let me just show you here real quick what we're working with. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, my table is just really out of control right now. All of my brushes, and that's another project for another day. But my drawers are not organized. Yeah, it's just a nightmare right now. So we're gonna go through some of this stuff. And I went to my favorite store in the world today, Dollar Tree, and I got some stuff to help kind of start getting some things organized. Cause I mean, I shouldn't say getting things organized, because I get things organized and then like 5 minutes later, it's a nightmare again. So, for today, we're gonna leave my brushes out because I have no desire to actually go through my brushes and get rid of them. I keep them in these nice little cups on the desk. 1, 2, 3. So I keep one for one cup for eye brushes, one for face, and one's kind of like I kind of want to have this brush out, but I don't use it very often, so it's kind of like the cup that's like in the way back. And so let me show you some of the stuff that I got from Dollar Tree today. I found this, and I thought this would be really cute if I want to move my palettes, my eyeshadow palettes, up onto the counter. So it's a dish rack, and I thought that a couple of my, you know, especially my bigger palettes, would fit really nicely in here. Because I don't think that this is going to fit in the drawer. And even if it does fit in the drawer, a lot of my palettes, the drawer won't close if they're upright. But right now it's just such a mess in that drawer. It's just a little unbelievable. So I actually think that might be where we start today. And then I'm just going to go around and kind of collect all of my foundations, because I have so many foundations right now. Just one, partly because of color wise. It's been, you know, it's the summer, so I've been getting darker and darker and darker, and every time I change color, like a chameleon, I have to buy a darker color, and then I end up with 15 bottles of the same brand of foundation. But and then excuse me. As you guys, if you guys saw my other live stream from last week, I have been going to Carson's like crazy because of their clearance sales. I ended up with 3 bottles of the Elizabeth Arden foundation. It was originally $42, and actually the last day I went back because I got a 3rd bottle because I got the first one. I was like, okay, that's good, and then I went back and I got the 2nd bottle because like, oh, I really loved it, and since it's more of a thinned out formula, I just felt like it wasn't gonna last me too terribly long. I was like, for $13, that's like basically drugstore. So I went back and got a 3rd one, and then I was telling my mom about how much I loved it, and she's like, well, let's go back and see if they have anything in my shade. So I took her back, and they had 1 bottle left in my shade, and I was like, oh, well, now it's even more. So it was only $10. So I was like, yes, I have to have that. I have a problem. Yes, I know, and we're all gonna get into that. So let's see. You guys over here, and let's focus you down. So let's see how this is gonna work out. So here are my palettes. My Norvina. I'm gonna put this one, might be a little too. It's barely gonna fit, but that's okay because I got something else. My Beauty Killer. My Lorac. My Take Me Back to Brazil palette. Let me get out the other stuff that I got. I found these. They're napkin holders. And I thought these would be nice for like, I'm going to have to get like something to actually clean those off properly. But yeah, because like the Norvina one, it's just like barely hanging on there. So we're going to slip that one in here. And then we'll do the same thing for my prism. And see, I knew like my smaller ones, like my NYX ones, weren't going to fit in there. So I got another one. Pop those in like that. And these actually might fit back in the drawer, which would be really nice because some of the stuff, obviously, I do want to keep. This one, not gonna fit. That's okay. And then, you know, I have like a million of these singles, and I had something to organize them, but even when I had to organize them, kind of started overflowing, so I had to get some bigger containers, so I did that as well. I thought this might be big enough. We're gonna see. Open it up. So let me see if I can bring you guys over here now. Gonna moving around. So you guys can see into the drawer and see what I'm up to over here. Oh, and there's my princess. You can say hi to everybody.
This phone is only at nighttime.
Oh, okay. You give that bone to her then at nighttime. So I have this container, and this is supposed to be like all my glitters, but as you can see, like my glitters have ended up everywhere. Put that over here for a second while we collect. Like they're just laying around loose. They all need to get back into that container. It's supposed to be like my glitters and my glitter glue and all that stuff, but I've been using like my glitter glue on like almost a daily basis now. I'm probably gonna have to get another one of these containers for my smaller palettes. I didn't realize I had so many smaller ones. And then my
I want to be in your video, Mom.
I know. Say hi to everybody.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
We're organizing Mommy's makeup today. So we're going to take that carton seat and get that in the garbage. And so we're going to take the singles and just throw them in here. So my Stila is in there. These are actually supposed to go into that one container. My cleansing wipes, we're going to throw those in the drawer for right now. And I consider
Mom,
these really tiny Wet n Wild palettes, I consider those kind of singles. I don't reach for them that often, and when I do, I'm kind of using them all together anyways.
did they go in there?
Yep, that goes in there. Thank you, helper. Careful, don't knock over the camera. Alright, so that looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. They're not overflowing everywhere. And then let's get that container back out. My glitters. I'll put my glitters back in here where they belong. And then there's a few like these NYX pencils in here that I just never reached for. So that is already so much neater, and I will just throw these little palettes that do not fit back in here for right now. And then I'm actually missing a palette. Let's see if I can, there it is, my Pirates palette, and that should fit right in the back of there. So that looks much nicer, much more organized. I'm just gonna have to figure out what to do with my brushes now, which I think if I just move this over a little bit, because there's just a little bit of space over on the side, or I could just put my brushes in front. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get.
And after dinner, do you want? And one.
Honey, Mommy needs that so she can put her camera down.
Hey. Mom.
Okay, we'll work around it. Parenting. So, where'd you guys go? There you are. All right, so let's move on now just to my foundations, and let's just throw all of those in a box together.
And if they have trouble doing the other three, give them the two ones.
Honey,
What?
you're blocking Mommy.
Why am I blocking you?
Because I need to get down here. All right, so I have some like extra foundations in these buckets down here. I'm not loving. They're very high, so I don't know. I don't like them. So I'm just gonna throw my foundations into some smaller ones, and hopefully that will make it look a little bit neater. So like I said, I just picked up 2 of these. My Honey Beige Airspun. I don't really use it very often. I haven't used it in a while, at least. So I am on my Elizabeth Arden right now, and I'm loving it. So we're gonna take all of my other foundations, my CoverGirl Healthy Elixir, my Maybelline 24 Hour, all of my Maybelline 24 Hours. I think I've got 3 bottles right now. I have numbers 101, 112, and 102. So like I said, I have 3 bottles of that right now. Okay, so I haven't been using concealer underneath my eyes. I've been using this True Match, because it's super thin formula, and I don't have like a lot to hide under my eyes. I don't have bags. But today I used an actual concealer, and let's see if I can find it. Not offhand, but it's the Revolution one, and I'm sure we'll find it here in a few minutes. But I've been using it as a primer for my eyes, and that has worked great, but it just really creased up under my eyes today. I haven't had that problem in a while, at least because I've been using the L'Oreal True Match as a concealer. So yeah, so we're gonna throw this into the drawer instead. Oh, and what we got hiding down here? Ooh, Dr. Lily. These are really good, but all they are is lanolin. So if you ever have really bad chapped lips, lanolin. So let's move over the rest of the foundations. My True Glow, some Wet n Wild, more Wet n Wild. I have some NYX Total Control drops. And another concealer. This is not my color though. I've been doing makeup for a friend of mine, and so she bought all the shades that she needs, and then she just leaves them here. Then I just, when she comes over, I do her makeup. I have this palette, and I've had it now for 2 years. I think I'm gonna move this up to the drawer and see if I can use up the rest of it, because I hit pan on a lot of these, and that's kind of why I stopped using it. But yeah, I think I want to move this up to the drawer and see if I can use up the rest of it. So, oh goodness me, there's so much going on here. So let us. I got a couple more of these little ones, and I think we're gonna throw all of my primers in here, because I have a container for my primers, but it kind of became a drawer for just like any kind of little sample thing I had. So now I'll have one for primers, and then I'll have another one for like my mini moisturizers, because I get a lot of those. So my Laura Geller Spackle, Clinique is a moisturizer, Clinique is a moisturizer. This is like this is from Maybelline. It says it's a concealer, but it's pure white, and so this is really great if you really want to get like a really punchy look on your eyeshadow. If you want to like use really bright colors, this will white everything out. That is great. I haven't been using it lately though, so I think we're gonna move that up here, and we're gonna give that a try. So this, I don't know which basket this goes into technically. This is a coconut skinning. This is from Fab. This is a coconut skin smoothing priming moisturizer. So it's a moisturizer, but it's a primer. So we're gonna put it in with the primers. don't know what that is, but we're gonna call it garbage. And a little sample thing. I actually save those, just in case, you know, people come over and like, oh, you know, I want to. I'm my own Sephora. I give people samples all the time. Lancome sunscreen, firming dark spot correcting moisturizer. Again, this is actually says it's a primer. It's supposed to be like this French primer. It's more of a moisturizer, just my opinion. So we'll throw those with the moisturizers. This is a 5-in-1 complexion perfector, but if you just dab it into your pores, it covers up your pores. Amazing. So we're gonna put that in there. Becca, obviously, primer, and then the Murad Invisible Perfecting Shield. I don't have much of this left. And it was like one of those things where I got a little tiny sample of it, and I loved it, and I've just like been saving it for like, you know, like a big event. I don't know. It's probably saving it too long till it goes bad. It expires in 2019. Maybe I'll just suck up and use it up this week. I've been trying to use up more of my sample primers. This is really good. I got this with my points at Sephora. This is the YSL Blur Primer with a little gold flecks in it. This is really good. I love this. And it smells really good, like cucumbers. Okay, so I think that is it for my primers. Actually, I consider this a primer. This is the toner balm, and I use this like as a pore filler. I'm gonna put this down with my foundations. I haven't had a chance to try this out yet, but I don't usually try new things out during the week when I have to like go to work and people have to see me. So this is the Kula Organic BB Cream, and I got it in my Birchbox, and I filmed it, and I haven't had time to edit it yet. So, but I do want to try that before the next one. This is a cleansing milk, so this actually doesn't even belong in here. This needs to go into the bathroom. This is a day cream, but I am just absolutely loving this stuff right now. This is like my second jar of it, and it's lasted me since February, March, something like that. And I mean, I'm just barely getting into the next jar of it. I put this on underneath my makeup in the morning, and it just makes my makeup perfect every single day. But we're going to leave that up on the counter along with my Egg Mellow, which is another one of my favorites for nighttime. And we're going to throw that in the drawer for now. That stays on here because that gets used every day. I kind of was working through this, and then I kind of stopped. So we're just going to put this in with my little sample moisturizers. Honest Beauty sample moisturizer. And where is my bag? Oh, sticks. I saw it around here somewhere. Okay. Get a couple of these put away. That'll help with this collection of mess. I'm going to put my Dr. Lippy in there too. Part of the reason I really wanted to get this done was I lost my favorite eyeliner. It's been gone for like a week, and I had like a little bit left of the old one. It was just kind of starting to dry up and not be as good as I knew it could be, so I bought a new one. But I was still trying to use up the old one as long as I could. And then I guess I just didn't put the lid on tight enough last week, and when I went to go use it in the morning, it was completely dried out. But I knew, its lifespan was coming to an end anyways. Oh, and then the Superstay sticks. I mean, I love the Superstay formula. It's really great for high coverage, but my skin is so great right now. I just don't feel like I want a high coverage foundation. But the Stay sticks, these are great for contouring. That's what I've been using it for. And so that's actually going to stay on the counter. And the Superstay lid. There. I mean, I don't know. We're going to try this eventually. This is the Sephora foundation. I tried their stick foundation, and it was okay. I took it with me on a trip to Florida, so I wouldn't have to count my foundation as a liquid. I hear contrasting ideas about whether or not the TSA considers your foundation a liquid anymore, but better safe than sorry. And this just seriously needs to be washed. I've been using my beauty blender all week because I just picked it up one day. I'm like, oh, this needs to get washed. And then I went to go wash it, and it's such a pain in the butt because it gets so, I mean, you can just see, it's just, gets nasty. These wash like once a week. Okay, so I love these, and I'm so mad that Sephora didn't pay their bills, and The Ordinary stopped, and they stopped carrying, The Ordinary at Sephora. Yeah, that's all I kind of gotta say about that. But they are coming to Ulta, and I'm hoping that they get this stuff on stores, because this High Durance Silicone Primer is like the best primer, hands down, ever. But I don't have much of it left, so I've been kind of saving it for special occasions or days that I know I'm gonna be out for hours and hours and hours, and just need something to glue my makeup to my face. And then my daughter brought me this yesterday. We made Geos. It's like those little kits you get from Dollar Tree. And the cat knocked it over and broke it, so she brought it to me the other day crying. So I put that over there because that is not makeup. Again, this needs to go into the bathroom. This is conditioner and a little lid for something. I don't know what. So let me show you how we're coming along here. I can see counter now, so that's good. And then we over here tucked in the corner we got I just never use this brush, and it's so big and clunky, and it's just better tucked in the corner. And we're gonna take this little sponge and we're gonna throw it with the rest of my sponges. And yeah, I think we're okay right now at this particular juncture. So we are going to move down into the drawer that is in front of me. So here we go. So I've filled up these two, and this one actually stays out too, because yeah, definitely a bad concealer day. We're not repeating that. So move these over here. This is like the worst stuff ever. I used up the rest of it the other day, and yeah, I'm just glad it's gone now. My masks, I usually keep these in the refrigerator, but I just kind of been tucking them away in here, so we're just leave them in here. Jewelry needs to get back to the jewelry. I sit down here at night sometimes, which is kind of why I think the masks end up in here. To put on my moisturizer, pick at something that I probably shouldn't be picking at, but oh well. It's also like at night where I keep my Neutrogena Light pen, which I've been using, as opposed to the whole mask for spot treatments. So sit down at night and do my little spot treatments and put on my moisturizer, and I take off my jewelry for the night, and it usually just ends up shoved into this drawer. This is another Dollar Tree find. It's just like a little scrubby pad. It's supposed to be for doing your dishes, but it is really great for color changing. Makeup wipes. My mirror. Let's get all the garbage out. Alright, this one is broken. I need to just throw that away. So I've got my green one. My green one still works. Yay. And then I have a box for my, what's the word I'm looking for here? I have a box for my mascaras, which kind of fell into a box for everything, which we are trying to not do anymore. So, and I don't, yeah, actually this little blue one, this should work. All of my mascaras. The Hollow Lash Paradise is my newer one. This is probably maybe has like a week left on it, so I'm not gonna quite throw it out yet. But it's definitely coming to that very soon. That's a brush, and I use this in the morning to put on my moisturizer. I just feel like it works a little better, and I don't waste as much product from it absorbing into my fingers, and I just feel like it pushes it into my skin better. Plus it's got the little massagey things to get the blood flowing into my face. This is a sample of brow stuff, and I really like this. This is the brow dip. It was but because it's a sample, there was no way to really seal it back up. It dried out pretty quickly on me, so maybe my mom or my sister can use one of these darker colors. Maybe I could use, I don't know. So I'm not going to get rid of this, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with it either. My L'Oreal Brow Stylist. I think I need an entire box just for my brow. Just for my brow stuff. Oh, God, that's crazy. But I have some stuff. I still have a couple more containers. More primer. We'll throw the masks back in there. This is a tinted mineral cream. It was nothing special, but I'm gonna put it down with my foundations. This actually was pretty good. This was the Hydra BB. This was actually not too bad. And then a glow serum. And I feel like I'm gonna need a box just for like my liquid foundation. But no, I usually keep my like liquid highlighters out, you know, on display. So that is obviously garbage. That'll go in there. And then I just kind of tuck this just like in these in the corner here. I have two of them. This is what I use to set my what's the word I'm looking for? My concealer when I use it on my eyes. This is a lipstick, so we'll throw that in the drawer. Or not in the drawer, in my back of the lipstick bag where it belongs. Alright. We're using Birch boxes for storage. And then we'll leave the fan there for now. This one is also dead, so into the garbage it goes. I don't even know how you're supposed to use these. They are not good brushes. I don't know what they were thinking with those. So this is a concealer. It is I'm not a big fan of it, but that'll go down into my foundation bin as well. A sample of my MAC Scrub Cream, another one of these things. I think most foundation Physicians Formula come with those awful things. This is just a body lotion, and I have this sample and I have this sample. So actually I think I'm going to put these next to my bed, because usually if I'm, you know, putting on lotion, it's like right before bed anyways. And then this is the Multi Effects telescopic. This is for my tripod so I can take pictures. That is garbage. So here is my sponge bin. I started kind of collecting them this morning because I realized that they were everywhere and I could not find them. So now my sponge bin is back where it belongs. Mascaras. This is a sunscreen. So I'm not gonna keep this over here either because I don't put on sunscreen. I didn't put sunscreen on my body while I'm doing my makeup. And then these are just a set of Wet n Wild lashes that I meant to try out and never did. So I'll shove those into the back of the drawer. And then I've got my palette that I'm going to start using again, but that's actually going to get moved over here. Hopefully, maybe. We may not have room for it in my other drawer. So let's reach over here. What else I have left? I have my Rockstar. I'm going to need that. Alright, so we got a couple bins here. And I think I'm going to throw all of my brow stuff in here. And then we'll keep it in this drawer. So, let's find all of my brow stuff. So, L'Oreal. Tattoo. My micro pens. That is a liner. There, let's move the camera up so you can see what I'm going through right now. So it is a concealer, so that'll stay. I'm just gonna take this all out. Some more primer. We'll throw that in the primer bin. These will stay out. These will stay out. This stays out. These can stay in there. That's gonna stay in there. This is brow. That is brow. This is not brow, but I don't know what happened to this. It's a strobing pencil. It's just, I think it's fine. It just needs to be cleaned. But yeah, we'll leave that in here. This is brow. That is eyeliner. This is eyeliner, eyeliner, eyeliner. That stay. That is brow. This is brow highlighter. So brow. This is that one that dried up that I forgot to throw away. So that's gonna go. There's nothing left in these. As much as I'd like to pretend there is, there's nothing in there. So those are going to get thrown away. This is my favorite BB cream, and it has a little hole in the top of it so it stays out so it doesn't get like terribly messy. Primer goes into primer bin, and another mascara goes into mascara bin. Well, this is actually probably why I don't have both, because I don't need both of these out right now. So we're gonna leave out the, actually we got rid of quite a bit. I think we can keep both of them out. That is going into the primer bin. Another mascara. Alright, let's get some of this put back. Oh, another razor. We'll put all the razors together. And that is a brow product. So that goes in there. Alright, so put the tall ones in the back and the short ones in the front. These little paintbrushes, they're just like regular, you know, paint, drug, or art store brushes, but these are really good if you're doing like, if you want to do like a glitter liner with like your NYX glitters. This really thin one is great for putting down the glue, and then the little bit thicker one to actually apply. That is what I use those for. Smudge brush. All of my razors, so keep my face nice and smooth. Tweezers. Oh, how did I miss this? Brow product. So put my concealer back in here. And this little tiny brush. That came with with my little sample of brow dip. But it's actually a really nice brush, so we're gonna keep that. What do we got here? More mascara, eyeliner. What is this? This is. I feel like this is more for your face. This sample is just too small to use on your body, so I'm gonna consider that a face moisturizer and put that in there. That stays out. This stuff worked really well. I don't have very much of it left. My hair while I sit in front of my makeup mirror. I leave this stuff out just because it has like about this much left in the bottle. And if you don't keep it upright, it's just going to make it harder to use up the rest of the sample. And this stuff is really good. I wish they had this at Carson's for their clearance. And more brow products. And I actually bought a new one today. Now I feel bad. Okay, so my glitter glues, we will shove those back in here where they belong. I probably don't need two of them out right now, so we're going to put the other glitter glue back where it's supposed to be with the... Alright. So look at that. We're seeing some table now. So let's go over here. Where are you guys? So let us put, these are my liquid highlighters, my concealer, my current foundation, perfume. I do put my perfume on here, so and this stays out. That's my little sample I'm working through right now. My Cover FX drops, technically. I'll mix in liquid foundation, maybe, sort of, I don't know. So put that there, and that goes there. I think we can shove that back in there now that we have room. My pen goes back in there. This stays out here. And yeah, I think we are making some real progress. Alright. So the last thing I kind of want to get organized today is my face drawer. So let me finish putting this stuff away. Get this palette so we have room. And the masks are not going to be able to fit in here. And just want things nice. So the moisturizer basket in here. And that one, primer's right in front of it. And actually this might fit back in this drawer right in front of me. And these, actually now there's enough room cleaned out in that little plastic container on my desk. I actually just dropped those in right there. Who would have known? Garbage. And we'll leave this out next to my other little scrubby. And yeah. Oh, no biggie. Nothing broke this time. Alright, so let me show you this drawer. And it doesn't even, I don't know, it just kind of, I like to try to keep it by what it is. And I try to not let them get everywhere, which, let's face it, that's not going to happen. This is not going to sit there. Okay. Let's do a little face down right there. Okay, so let us go through this massive drawer of mess. So I've got like my Joy sitting out here, so we'll put that over there. I have 2 butter bronzers right now, which, I mean, there's nothing left there. We can put that in the garbage. And the little sponge that I mentioned earlier, that's still in there. So that's my good one. And we'll put bronzers right here. Highlighters, highlighter. I don't really use this very often. Unless I have like a really bad pimple to reach for like that green one to correct the green. But I'm just gonna see if I can tuck this over. I don't wanna not have it. I have 2 of these. I need to get rid of one of these. Or at least put it into like storage for a while. Until, you know, I make a dent in this one. So let's just focus on finding all of my highlighters right now. Where they have all gone to. Rainbow highlighters. I have 2 rainbow highlighters. This is actually supposed to be for your eyes. This is Nymph from Lime Crime, but I just thought it would make the most beautiful highlight, and I've never actually used it as a highlight. So maybe I'm just going to leave it out on the counter, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Remind myself. That is a blush. That is a highlight. 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 Oh, man, I have a problem. That is a blush. Blush. And then, you know, it's like, what do you do with these, like, mixed palettes of blush and highlight? I usually put them with my blushes, but just because the highlight I don't really consider it a highlight. Highlight. I do love these. These are so great. These are the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers. Butter highlighters. And just that really, really creamy highlighter. I just absolutely love that. I'm sorry, I didn't catch. I just looked up. I didn't catch what you just wrote there. But I've got a lot of lights on in here, so you might just be you can't see the highlight, you might just be missing it because, yeah. So let's see. What else do we? Yeah, I've got like my big overhead lights on. Just way too many lights going on. So yeah, let's start organizing this stuff back. These are my blushes. Is this my good one or my bad? This is my good eyelash color. So it needs to go under my light. Show you what I do here. I keep my eyelash. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Oh my god, my heart just almost stopped. Okay, so I keep my eyelash curlers under the lights here. So when I go to curl my eyelashes in the morning, they're all warmed up by the time that I get to that step. And that's Sky, because my daughter likes to bring me presents. All right. Yep, sorry. Been a long day. But yeah. Okay. Hi, Princess.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. All right. So let us get back to getting the rest of this drawer organized. And my daughter's here now. Back for a visit. Oh,
Mwah.
mwah. All right, so let's get back into this drawer. Well, thank you. All right, so let's get back into this drawer. And oh, another palette that I totally forgot I owned. I'm gonna have to go back and get another one of those napkin organizers. This is a bronzer, so that's gonna go in a bronzer drawer. That is blush. It's gonna go into a blush drawer. I've had this sample probably for like a year and haven't used it up yet. But it is actually really good, so I'm gonna keep that. More bronzers, more blushes. This is actually, I think this is technically a highlight, so we're gonna put that with the highlighters. Bronzers, and what do we got tucked? Ooh, I love this one. Any of that putty formula stuff, I am just all about. This one's getting kind of old, though. I don't know. I think I'll keep it a little bit longer. Let me smell it. Yeah, it doesn't have a smell to it. So let's start putting the bronzers back where they belong. I don't really need this powder, so I'm going to put this in with my stuff I'm not really dedicated to using right now. My Wet n Wild blushes. This bronzer set is everything. Oh, my Naked. That goes with my bronzers, because I just feel like it, I don't know. The blush, it's like a Neapolitan. As you can see, I've used up most of the bronzer, which is like the biggest part of the pan. Anyways, the blush in here, I don't know. It's okay. It's not my favorite shade. And then oh man, I'm just messing stuff up left and right. The highlighter shade in here, I'm just really not that thrilled with. So I consider it my bronzer. Oh, I totally forgot that I own this. And I've actually been trying to make this color because I think Nikki Tutorials has a new highlighter shade coming out that's like this, like called Ethereal or something like that. It's like this pinky purple highlighter. So I've kind of been trying to make my own, but I totally forgot I own this. So I wanted to use my white one tomorrow, but that's going to go up on the counter too, so I don't forget about it. Alright. And then more blush. And I haven't used this in forever. Huh. There isn't that much left. So we're going to throw that down into the makeup I don't really use very often. And then we'll just put back the rest of my... These Jouer highlighters. Oh my god, I love these. These are probably the only highlighters that I would ever actually spend $30 on. And no, I didn't spend $30 on these. I love Jeffree Star's makeup. I wasn't a big fan of the skin frosts, at least not these. I finally figured out how to use this one. But they're not my favorite formula of blush. They're not my favorite formula of highlighter. But I love his lipsticks. I love his eyeshadow palettes. His Beauty Killer is still like one of my favorite of all time eyeshadow palettes. but I would not pay $30 for one of his highlighters. I got it on sale. So we'll throw that back in there, and now that looks all nice and organized and clean. My Beauty Shield drops, we'll throw those up here. And then these actually are not filled with e.l.f. foundation anymore. Do I have a bottle of it somewhere? I use this as a setting spray. I mix it with water, half water, half this glycerin and rose water, and then I just fill up these bottles because the sprayers on these are really good. So we're going to throw that over here on the side. Line 1, yes. So we're going to put that there so that it can get used. And yeah, I'm so much better now. A lot more is organized, a lot more is done. So I just have to, a couple little things I'm going to straighten up and find places for around here. But yeah, I'm hoping that you found this video because you just needed some inspiration to get some of your own cleaning done, because I know that I love doing that. I love watching other people clean and going, oh yeah, I probably should do some cleaning too. But yeah, it's, what time? I don't even know what time it is. Probably like 6 o'clock here. Something like that. So it is time for me to go make dinner, entertain my family for a little bit. And yeah, so you all have a great evening or a great day or whenever you're watching this. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.